In a world obsessed with social media and entertainment, we are facing a decline in not only the quality of entertainment content, but the degradation of a society as a whole. Our generation is undergoing a decline in social skills and lacks the ability to handle some once common daily tasks. Technology has taken a hold of the youth and isn't going to let up its iron fist anytime soon. Our group is going to delve further into the psychological ideals of Darwin, Nietzsche, Freud, and Marx. These philosophers' views on today's culture would undoubtedly remain the same as once before. Throughout these changes of social media and modern entertainment, these philosophers' views are continuously present in today's new technology-driven society.
Darwinism, developed by Charles Darwin, suggests that social media has come this far due to its inherent variations and ability to evolve. Social media has taken over and evolved over time, and now is revolutionary. For example, to reach 50 million users, it took the radio 38 years, the TV 13 years, the internet 4 years, iPod 3 years, and then Facebook having 1 million users in less than 9 months. iPod application downloads hit 1 billion in 9 months. If Facebook was a country, it would be the world's 4th largest. More than 1.5 million pieces of content are shared on Facebook daily. Social media has become the #1 activity on the web. Yet Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Google are not allowed in China. YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine in the world. Every minute, 72 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube. Social media is so quick on the news that New Yorkers received tweets about an earthquake 30 seconds before they felt it. Social media isn't a fad, it's a fundamental shift in the way we communicate. In social media, it is not word of mouth, but world of mouth is evolving. The mobile device will be the world's primary connection tool to the internet in 2020. People now use social technology to help shape the world's future.
Friedrich Nietzsche's quote, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," became a Kelly Clarkson song that hit #1 on the music charts in 2011. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche proposed the idea that we have killed God, and this generation is trying to do just that, even unbeknownst to them. The social media is taking the world by storm. People are turning to social media instead of God. Less than 20% of Americans attend church regularly, and that number is the highest of any country in the world. People are turning to social media for refuge, comfort, and security, rather than God. Nietzsche once said, "Talking much about oneself can also be a means to conceal oneself." We use social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., to say anything we want, creating our own online identity, even if it has no relation to our physical reality. The percentage of social media users worldwide is 58%. This means, then, that 1 in every 5 people attend church, while more than half the world's population use social media. There are just over 15 million church members worldwide, while over 1.4 billion people are on Facebook. 37% of Christians read the Bible at least once a week, while 48% of Facebook users log into Facebook on any given day. Society has trained themselves to replace God, essentially killing the idea that God is alive, because if God were alive, we would need him in order to survive. What social media has done is attempt to fill our need for God with a need for social media. If they replace that, they could virtually proclaim that God is dead, and they've killed him. What they don't realize, however, is that God cannot be killed. We've already tried that once, but God isn't going anywhere.
With the social media having 1 million users online every day shows people that our human culture as a society is dying. Freud's idea that we are only here for sex and death is proven just by looking at the screens of our technology today. When on social media networks, you see terms such as selfie take place in many online posts. Selfies consist of images portraying what they want you to see in oneself. Looking inside networks such as Facebook and Instagram is as if looking into a catalog searching for what catches your eye. With that idea, we have social networks combining ways to communicate with one another by interest and sex appeal without ever meeting. In this course of action, many people lose their social and familial connection in favor of the self-actualization ideal. In a world where time is money, in which our surroundings heavily pressure us to achieve more and more, our social life becomes tainted. We become addicted to virtual romance disguised by the social network which supplies us to manage our social life most effectively. We are converting the deep meaning of friendship through photos and chat conversations. By doing so, we are sacrificing conversation for mere connection, and so a paradoxal is created in which we claim to have many friends while actually being lonely. Whether it's texting, email, or posting, all of these things let us present the self as we want it to be. We are expecting more from technology and less from each other. We use technology to define ourselves by sharing our thoughts and feelings even as we're having them. Therefore, we are faking experiences so we will have something to share so we can feel alive. We think that being connected will make us feel less alone, but we are at risk. The opposite is true. If we are not able to be alone, we are only going to know how to be lonely.
Karl Marx believed that people, at their jobs, would and slowly are becoming insignificant and will eventually be replaced. What Karl Marx believes still applies to us today in our social media and can be seen all over, from movies to Facebook. A lot of movies have been made with this premise. I, Robot is a movie where the police and everyone are replaced by robots who are the enforcers in the city. Also, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where in the beginning the dad says he was replaced by machines in the factory. WALL-E is another example, where everyone is replaced by robots and everyone is overweight and does nothing with their lives. For some examples, we start losing our humanity because we are so focused on not being replaced that we become like robots. Take a look on Facebook, and all through the week people are complaining about their jobs. But when you talk to them, they won't give it up because they are easily replaceable, and they know it. If you do not act like a robot, you are replaced by someone who does. I get on Instagram and see people taking selfies of them being sad because they are going to work. We are the most easily replaceable generation where everyone is raised to outdo someone else, and everyone is told they are replaceable while growing up, and we have no room for error. We use Facebook as an outlet to vent about our jobs, bosses, and coworkers. Go onto Wall Street and all you will see are robots working at their jobs who are trained to have no emotions and show no flaws. We are slowly losing our humanity, and with the technology growing at the rate it is only going to get worse. We will become like the movie WALL-E if we stay on the road we are at.